Once again, I welcome you to Viking.TV's Wellness Channel. I'm Mona Therese Winston. I hope you are well and you feel safe and you are ready to move your body. Today, of course, we will do our warm-up, but then we will focus on stretching our hamstring and lower back. As I've told you many times, if the hamstrings are too tight, we can end up having lower back issues. And we want to prevent that. But first, we will, as always, connect to the most important in our life force, our breath. Okay, so let's get going. So sit up tall, roll your shoulders back. You can have a pillow, just take a pillow and bring it behind you if you need some support. But sit as tall as you can so your vertebrae stacked on top of each other. Now close your eyes to take that inward journey and really focus on you for this amount of time that we are exercising. Inhale deep, exhale slowly. Feel your abdomen expand as you inhale and gently contract as you exhale. Feel your diaphragm expanding and contracting. So your ribcage moves to the side, to the front, to the back. And feel the rise and the fall of the breath as well. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale out. Good. So you can sit on a chair or you can sit cross-legged on the floor, doesn't matter. Just do what you feel is right for you. But in a little while when we are doing the standing poses to correct our alignment, you will need a chair or something you can lift your leg up upon. Okay, so if you don't have that, you can go get that really quick. And then we take another deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, come up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Feel the full breath, abdominal and diaphragmic breath. And smile. Exhale. Good. Now roll your shoulders up to the ears. Bring them back. Inhale up. And bring them back. Inhale up. And exhale back. Inhale up and back. Turn your head to the right as you inhale. Exhale into the center. Inhale to the left. Back into the center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And now as you inhale, lift your head up, cover your upper lip with your underlip, and exhale, chin down. Inhale, head up, and exhale, chin down. Inhale, head up, and exhale, chin down. Circle your head to the right, inhale, and exhale down. Circle your head to the left and exhale down. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale your shoulders up and roll them back. Inhale up and back. Inhale up and back. Now just tilt your head down so you feel a stretch from your ear to your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lift your head up and now tilt it to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. No force. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head up and exhale. Very good. Now we will come down on all four. If you don't want to be on all four, you can do the cat-cow this way sitting. So exhale and round. But else come down on the floor with me. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hip. And then as you inhale, arch and gaze up. And exhale, curl your tailbone under. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. And now to find stability, lift up from the lower belly and then stretch your right arm out and left leg. If that's too much for you, just do the leg. Inhale. Exhale. Don't arch your back, keep it lifted. Inhale. Exhale. Right and left. Inhale. Exhale. Left and right. And down. Right and left. And down. Left and right. And down. Inhale again and arch. Now round your back. Now, if it's hard to come back to your heel, take a pillow or a blanket in between your leg and sit on it. And then you can just have your elbows and let your head drop. But if you can do more, stretch your arms and bring your head down. We call this child's pose. Inhale deep. Feel the full diaphragmatic breath. Ribcage expand. Belly contract. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more deep breaths. And exhale again. Then come up on all four. And move yourself forward. So maybe this is all you can. No worry. Maybe you can bring your hip further down. Maybe you can even get your hip all the way down to the floor. And just take a deep breath in to stretch the front of your body. And then exhale. Then coming up again. Come forward one more time. And stretch it out. Exhale it back. One more time. Just as far as you can. No force. Don't think you have to go all the way. And then coming up. Now bring your toes under and then lift yourself up. Spread your fingers, spread your toes. Anytime there's something you feel, this is not okay for my body, just stop for a while. Go into child's pose or sit quietly on the chair and breathe in and out, and then come back to the practice when we are to the next position. Now focus on lifting your sit bones up. And then straighten your knees as much as you can. Maybe they can't straighten out, but that's okay. And if you can bring your heels down. But again, if it looks like this, that's okay. And then just be where you are. The most important thing in life is to just be you. Broaden your shoulders, lift from the core. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Feel those calf muscles stretching out. Chin to chest so you feel a nice stretch of your neck. And then lift up on your toes and we walk it out a little. Now we walk up to our hands and bend our knee And then we roll all the way up, arms over the head. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do the half salutation. Remember, we can do that sitting down. I think I do it sitting down, but if you're standing, just keep standing. Inhale your arms up over the head. Now hinge from the hip and lean forward and touch your toes. Inhale, roll it all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge from the hip, touch your toes, bend your knees if you need to. And then in again, come on all the way up. Exhale, let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's warm up our vertebrae a little. So take your feet out, a little wider than the hip. Bend your knees gently. And then just swing your arms and rock from side to side. Let your arms, think about you have a jacket on, but you don't have the arms out in the sleeve. And you just want the sleeve to just swing around. So make your arms weightless and exhale, exhale. Now this you can do sitting on the chair as well. So just have your hands on the shoulder and swing, swing, swing. Okay, let's take 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take your feet in and bring your big toes together, maybe an inch between your heels. Lift up from your quadriceps and then feel a little tiny inner rotation. They're not really an inner rotation, but a suggestion on pressing down to the big toe. Then zip up your belly and soften your ribs. Take your arms up and then exhale to the side into the swaying palm trees and up. Exhale and up. Exhale and up. Exhale and up. Let your arm come down and reach up and here. Remember this pose and up and reach up and down. Again, reach up and now release. Good. Now, this is where we need a chair or a stool, something we can bring our foot up. So take your, let's just take your left leg up if your hands are close to the chair here. So the hand is on the chair so we have good balance. If you have good balance, don't think about it. Just have something so your foot is up. Now, feel your hip. One shouldn't be higher than the other. Align it. And then again, feel that little pelvic tilt lifting from the core. Take your left hand on the chair, then bring your right one up. And now press to the sole of the foot so you lift yourself up, just like before when we were swaying from side to side. Reach up, 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 but not so much that you turn out, but really feel the alignment of your whole right side body, lifting up from the core. Think about bringing your rib cage up, your hip down, so you have a separation there from your ribs to your hip. If you have a good balance, this can happen. And then reach down. Good. Some of you will feel it here, and that's okay. Now to the other side. Take up your right foot, stand on your left. If you need, keep your hand there. Now take your hands to the hip. Are the hips aligned? Feel the pelvic tilt. And now lift your left arm up. Hold the chair if you need to. If you can, come up. Now press to the sole of the feet and lift yourself up. You really want to feel that separation of lifting, that extension of your spine, aligning the lower back, each vertebra lifting up, up, up. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, come on down. Very good. Now come onto your mat or to your floor, but make sure it's not a slippery surface. You have to be standing firm on the ground so you don't fall or slide. So take your right foot out, left heel out, and feel your hip is squared with the front, and then lift your arms. Another deep breath in And then reach as far as you can to the right. When you can't go any longer, take your hand to the shin, to the ankle, to the floor, and maybe you can just have a chair and lean on that one. Okay? So you want to feel that rotation. You're linking from the right side, and then shoulders down and gazing up. Two more deep breaths. Good, and then we come up. And then turn your left foot out, right heel out. Again, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, stretch out of your left side body. When you can't come any longer, keep the length of the left, but just drop your arm down to your shin, to your ankle, to the floor, or maybe just holding the chair. Inhale, exhale. Feel the stretch from the inside, but also feel the stretch of your hamstrings here. Feel the lengthening, the extension of your spine coming out of your lower back. Inhale, exhale. Some of you will feel it here. These muscles here can be very tight, especially this here, it's called the IT band. So lift it up. Let's take two more deep breaths here. Good. And then coming up. Today I will show all these poses with the chair for you to need it. If you don't need the chair, feel free to just place your hands on the floor instead. So we can have a chair in front of us. And then we will take our right leg forward, the left back, and then come so far back that you can stretch your arms out. And then just hang here. Feel now how the right hip moves back. So the midline of the body is right over the inner thigh. Spread your toes. Feel the length. For you more flexible, feel free to take your hands to the floor and come all the way down into the pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Keep aligning. Feel that right side hip moving back, pressing down to the right big toe. Good. Take your hands back, unless you have it up on the chair. Inhale. Bend the knee and then lift yourself up. Good. Step up and then we take the other leg back. Good. Straighten the leg. Now make sure that left hip come back. And then stretch it out. The midline of the body is right over the inseam of your thigh. And then hold it here. And you can, of course, take your hands down as before and walk your hands forward. If you have yoga blocks, you can also use yoga blocks underneath your hands. But right side you sink in to the hip. You really want to bring it back and stretch those hamstrings and open up the front of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more deep breath. And now exhale, bend your knee. You can take the chair and you can lift yourself up and then step in. Good. Now you want to have the chair on the side. And as before, we take the feet out. Right foot is forward, left is back, left heel come down, and you square your hip. And then you go forward just as before, like you want to come into the pyramid pose. But now take your left hand to the chair. If you can, bring the left elbow down and the right up on the edge. And then again, bring that right hip back and take your chest forward and twist your body. Now, some of you are ready to take the hand to the floor or go to the full variation. Feel free to do that. But most of us probably will be here. And then twist and look up over your shoulder. Now you can feel how you stretch out of the lower back, bringing that hip back. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now take your hand down and then gently push yourself up, bend the knee, and then step up. Good. Over to the other side. Take the foot forward and the other one back. And again, we come down to the pyramid pose, or at least halfway. For you to go all the way, just take your hand down already. And then bring your elbow to the chair, the other one up. And then bring the hip back, open up the side of the body, and gaze over your shoulder. So again, if you're ready, take your hand on the inside or the outside, and then lift it up to the full version. But most important part is really to bring your chest forward, your hip back, and then twist. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Good. Take your hand down, bend the knee, and then coming up. Good. Now feet hip width apart, hands to the hip. You can sit down and do this, and I will show you in a little while. Now roll the shoulder back, lift up of your chest, come forward, and take your hand either on the chair, on blocks, or on the floor. Then bend your knees if you need to, lift those sit bones up, and come on forward into the forward fold. Now some of you would like to sit down. You can sit down and just let your head drop down here and just rest on your thigh. So breathe in deep, lift your shoulders, exhale out. Relax your head, chin to chest. Feel those hamstrings. Nice deep stretch there. And then inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, hands to the hip. And then we lift. Beautiful. Now let's sit down on the chair. Again, you can sit on the floor, no problem. We will start with twist. So if you're sitting on the floor, this is the position we will do, okay? So sitting on the chair, lift yourself up. Even if you sit on the floor, feel how you lift yourself up. Then twist, bring your elbow to the other side, and then hands together and look up over your shoulder. Bring your feet together if you can. Inhale. If the elbow can't come down, you can just take your hand and then just twist like this. Really stretch that chest forward. Keep both sit bone on the chair. Look up if you can, or straight forward. If that doesn't work, you can look to your feet. Make sure your knees are together and you get a nice twist of your spine. Now come on up. Shift it over to the other side. Inhale. And then exhale. Come over. Hands together if you can. Or maybe you want to be here. If you're on the floor, just do the same as you did before. Stretch out of the lower back. So today's practice, as I said in the beginning, is about alignment, hamstrings, and lower back. So many people deal with lower back pain. So let's be preventive and stretch it out. Good, and now come up. Now if you sit down, take your feet out to the side, and then you twist and you rock over here, look over your shoulder. If you sit on a chair, take your feet out and then just twist. Make sure this come back here so you don't twist your ankle. And then take the back of your chair and look over your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up from the top of the head. Really feel how you lift yourself up and out of the lower back. Good. Sometimes I really wish you were here so I could see you and I could come and help you, but maybe one day we will meet. And then come over to the side and twist. So lift yourself up and twist around. Inhale, exhale. So you can see my foot down there, how it is on top of the foot. If that's not possible for you, be up on your tippy toe. So you don't sit like this and twist your knee. And you down the floor, I believe that you have changed to the other side now. Good. Now come into the center again. And have your feet hip width apart. And then we lean forward. And then with interlock our hands, look forward and take your hands back. And just reach with interlocked hand or with fingers open and then look forward. Maybe you're here, that's fine. And then look a little forward. Inhale. So if you are sitting on the floor and can do it, you can be in the tribal pose and lift yourself up and press your hands out, either here or here. And then we just breathe in deep. Exhale out slowly. Inhale. Exhale. The most important part here is that your knee don't drop in. So that's why we have the arm on the inside. So knees are always right over the second toe. Good. Take one more deep breath. And then take your hands forward. And now come on up and sit. If you're in the tribal pose, just lift your legs up and then roll up into standing. And we come in. Good. Let's do our balance now. So we take the tree pose. So stand and take your right foot up on the inside or down. So never on top of the on the knee here. Below or above. Whatever you can there is fine. Then you can hold your chair and lift your arm up. And like we did before, don't hang in. Stand up like we did in the beginning when we had the foot on the chair to align our spine. And then coming up, press to the foot and reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Really stretch up from the side of the body and then down. Many of us are really tight here on the side, so it's good to get these stretch. So if you can't stretch your arms up and it's like here and you can't come any further, then it's really important that you work a little on it every day to really stretch yourself up so there's no tension. Okay, so now to the other side. And we will stay. Hands in front of your heart, maybe one hand on the chair, and eventually you can come up and stretch yourself out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Smile. And release. Good. So now we will sit on the floor. So we can take the chair away. Maybe you need a towel for your stretching. So we'll see. So sit up tall. Take the flesh out to the side. Now we will focus on the hamstrings here. So lift yourself up and out from the lower back. Again, you want to feel somebody took your rib cage, lifted it up, and another person held it down. So you have this separation, or maybe not separation, but lengthening of your spine. Then you can take a towel around your feet, hold it there, and over time you can begin to move forward. And you can have your hands on the floor. You can work them forward. Over time, maybe elbows come to the floor, and then eventually you can get your head down. Maybe you even can interlock your hands underneath your feet. But always remember how do you bring the chest forward. The more you can stretch the front body forward, the more you will go in and address the hamstring muscles. So breathe in deep. Exhale out slowly. Allow the awareness of your breath to be there fully and completely all the time. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then we lift ourselves up and bend your knees, lift your arms up and lean back a little. Maybe this is intense for your core. If you can feel you're using your muscles here, that's fine, stay here. If you can, maybe lift them up from the floor over time, halfway. Eventually they will be stretched. But don't worry. If it takes 10 years, doesn't matter. Do what you can. As my old teacher said, practice, 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 and all is coming. And then release and shake your legs out. Good. Now let's lie down on our back and take a nice long stretch. Arms over the head. Deepest breath in. Slowest breath out. Feel your right side. Don't do anything. Just arms over the head. And if your arms can't be over the head, you could take a pillow. Bring it over your head. And then your arms can rest there. Just so your shoulder is not crunched in any way. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Now feel your right side, your left side. Does it feel the same? Or is one more tight? Maybe one hip is lifting higher than the other. See if you can align it. But only with gentleness. We are never forcing anything. Deep breath. Slow breath. Now stretch your right, flex the right foot and press to the back of the heel and reach out to the fingertips. And then release. Other side, stretch it out and release. Stretch it out, both sides, and release. Good. Now take your arms down to the side. Bend your right knee and take your right knee up and interlock your hands. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, feel that openness. If this is too much, then just bend your left knee. Hold it here. Now flex the foot, take the leg up. Maybe not stretch it out, maybe you can be here. Maybe you can hold here or there. And some of you may want to like having a towel around your foot. Then if the other leg on the floor can be straightened out, then do that. Again, feel like the hip is pulled down a little and the thigh is spinning in. So again, we want to align. So these two opposite directions help to open up the hamstring, open up your hips, open up your lower back, so the energy can flow efficiently. Deep breath in. So remember, if the leg is bent, no problem. If you don't need any towel, then you can just hold your ankles, your shin, whatever. And now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your head up to the knee. And then inhale down. And exhale, bend the knee, place the foot on the floor. Drop the knee out to the side. Feel the inner thigh now just stretching. So you can choose to be here, or you can choose to take it up again, grab your foot and take it out to the side. So your leg can now rest here on your hand, or you can grab your foot or toe and bring it all the way to the side. So we want to feel the stretch on the inside. but at the same time we don't want to lift up the left hip, so let it stay down there. Remember, if this is it for you, you stay there. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Inhale deep, exhale slowly. So some of you will feel it more here on the front of the hip. That's perfect and quite all right. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale, bend the knee. And now bring the leg over and twist. Feel the whole spine opening up. Shoulders down. And actually here, if you like, you can have a strap and have the legs straighten out also. Okay, so just feel out, how is your body? What can it do? Listen to your body, it always knows what's right. Our mind don't always know what's right, but our body do. Our mind often want to do things we can't do. So really listen to your body. And then lift it up. Place the foot on the floor. Lift your hip up and align it. Take a moment here to breathe in deep. Exhale slowly. Good. Now we will take the other side. So lift it up. Remember, this leg can be bent. Take your knee into your chest and just stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. And now stretch your leg up. Take the strap around if you need it. Have the knee bent. Hold it here. Take the towel, whatever you can. And again, feel the hip is moving down. The thigh is kind of moving in a little, so your toes are pointing straight forward. So you keep aligning, getting to know your body better and better. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale deep. Exhale slowly. Now, take another deep breath in. And now exhale your head up. And then down. Bend your knee, foot on the floor, and then drop it out. Feel the hip down. Some of you will stay here. Others will inhale, take the knee up again. Maybe a towel around the foot, and then swing it to the side. Remember, we don't lift up the right side body, but we stay here. Straight out to the side, feeling that inner thigh, feeling maybe the hip flexor here stretching and opening up as well. Deep breath. Smile to yourself. Feel your whole body smiling. Your hamstrings, your lower back is so happy now. Releasing tension, old stagnated energy. Let it go. Good. So we lift it up and we bend the knee, or we keep it straight and a towel around the foot, doesn't matter. And then bring it over to that single leg reclining twist. Keep your shoulder on the floor, so if it looks like this, that's fine. You can hold underneath your knee or have a pillow underneath your thigh. But over time, you will open up more. And if you can straighten your leg. You can hold the towel around your foot and give yourself that nice stretch over the hip, releasing any tension there may be. Beautiful. And once again, I really wish you were here and I could see you. And it wasn't only one went, I see you. But it is what it is. I'm just happy that you're doing the practice with me. For your back, for your hamstring, for yourself. And then that's coming up. And then place the foot and bend the other, and then align your hip, arms at your side, and then lift up. If you can interlock your hands and rock your shoulders under. Now feel how you lift and open up your hip. Don't hang like this. Make that little pelvic tilt, and from there lift it up. Watch out your knee don't splay out to the side, but are pointing straight forward. Take your arms over the head as you inhale, and then exhale vertebra for vertebra all the way down. Take your legs up, either hug your knee or go into what we call the happy baby, rocking from side to side. Maybe you hold your ankle, maybe you hold your knee, but just twist it out a little. And you know what this means? It means we are done and we are ready to just relax. So, come on into our final position in Savasana. There's many ways we can relax. This is traditional. But if you are like this, I suggest you roll a towel and bring it in as a little headrest so your neck can be straight. And if you do already have lower back issues or a high arch and you feel you're not relaxing your lower back, I suggest you take either pillows underneath your legs and then lie down. Just this little bend will let your lower back drop down. What else we can do? We can take a chair and take it up and have our legs rested up the chair. This chair is a little high, so although I have long legs, I still need to elevate my hip up. So maybe you have a chair like that too. So you want to elevate your hip as well with a pillow. There's many benefits from elevating your leg, not only to rest your lower back, but all the blood flows down, so you're actually giving your heart a little rest here for pumping the blood up. And also if you have tendency to swollen feet and ankles, this is really good. You could also have your leg up a wall and be like this. So one of these variations, I'm sure, will fit your body. So either flat on the back, pillows under the knee, legs up the wall, or as I on a chair. Then close your eyes. Drop into the center of your being, your heart space. Feel your lungs breathing in, breathing out. And every time you exhale, feel that lower back dropping down. Fully aware of your in-breath. Fully aware of your out-breath. Just release, relax, and let go. Back of the head, shoulders, back of your hands, legs, heavy and relaxed. Feel the breath rise and fall. Now for a moment, let's be totally still in the body. Just witness the gentle awareness of your breath, the relative quietness of the mind and our outer surroundings. And I will stop speaking for a while. Just focus on the wave of the breath, relaxing you, restoring you, rejuvenating you. Let go. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Move your toes and fingers a little. Then bend your right knee, left knee, hug it into your chest. Rock a little from side to side. If you have a pillow underneath your hip as me, lift up and take it away. Then rock over to your right side. Push yourself up. Come on up and sit. And just sit cross-legged. If you have a chair in front of you, you can rest your head on the chair, on your arms. Breathe into your lower back. And if you don't have the chair, then come forward and just rest this way. Inhale. Exhale. And then we come up. Sit tall. And just feel the gentleness of your inhalation, of your exhalation. Good. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you all the best in the world. Until next week, I wish you happiness, joy, wellness, and be safe. Next week, we will again focus on the lower back, but we will more focus on the psoas, the hip flexors, which also can cause, if they are too tight, lower back issue. So join me next Saturday for more practice. Thank you.